Hey guys, Jalen Sochek here in the Daily Iowan TV Sports Studio. We'll wrap up our Big Ten wrestling coverage in a bit, but first we'll start off with some good news for the men's basketball team. Some of Fran McCaffrey's squad received some individual honors yesterday. Devin Marble and Aaron White were named to the media and coaches all Big Ten teams. Marble received first-team all-conference status, becoming the first Hawkeye to do so since Adam Haluska back in 2007. White made the third team for the second season in a row. The Hawks take on the Wildcats Thursday night around 8 p.m. in the first round of the Big Ten tournament. From the court to the mat, Tom Brands and crew are waiting for tomorrow's announcement of the brackets for the NCAA championships in 2 weeks. Let's throw it over to our mat side crew who are in Madison this weekend to break down who helped and hurt themselves before the team's final outing this season.
Now that we're down here in Madison, Cody, what is there to look forward to in the next couple of weeks?
The couple of things to look forward to is eventually the NCAA seedings are going to come out. You're going to see the draws where each Iowa wrestlers land. There are a couple of wrestlers that did themselves some good this weekend. Mainly Mike Evans was able to knock off Matt Brown, who was previously ranked in the top 4. Wouldn't be shocked if Mike Evans landed one of those top 4 seeds at 174 pounds to better position himself to maybe make a run at the semifinals. Tony Ramos even positioned himself a little bit better. I know there's 2 guys in front of him that both won their respective conference titles, but a nice seeding there to get that win over Graf. Should put Graf on the other side. And even Nick Moore did himself some good, even making a run to the finals in dominating fashion. You probably won't see David Taylor again until the finals if the seeds draw as they should. But again, we won't find out for a while. The other thing to look forward to is 149 pounds. Brody Groth is obviously the only Iowa wrestler not to compete on day 2 of the Big Ten championships. Was bumped off. He's going to be hoping for an at-large bid at 149 pounds. There are only 29 automatic qualifiers per weight at the NCAA tournament, which leaves 4 at-large bids. They have 4 other wrestlers who, if they didn't meet the allocation requirement, that could end up participating in the NCAA tournament. So Brody's going to be waiting to hear from that. Everybody else will be on their way to Oklahoma City in a couple of weeks, and it should be a doozy down there. But I'm looking forward to it.
Just touching on Groth is pretty quickly. Since he had that hot streak at the Midlands, won all those matches, and it's become the permanent spot at the Iowa 149 in the lineup. He's been ranked in the top 10, his RPI is in the top 10. So we'll see. He's got a good shot, but we'll see coming up here when those rankings come out.
Yeah, he had a 1 win on day 1, the first win since the 2009-2010 season when Brett Metcalf was a 149-pounder. He's able to get to the NCAA tournaments. That'd also be another first since Brett Metcalf. So maybe kind of hoping for that, maybe for a story-wise, because that'd be actually pretty cool.
Moving from the mat to the mound, we have baseball beat reporter Ryan Rodriguez on set to talk about his 5-part series in this week's Daily Iowan about the new coaching staff. So Ryan, Rick Heller has really rejuvenated this program. How is he the right man for the job?
Well, Rick Heller's a guy who has an excellent track record with building programs back up into contention who were, former basement dwellers. When he came at Northern Iowa, he did just that. And in a few short years, he built them from a basement dweller into a contender. He did the same thing at Indiana State the last 3 years. So he really knows what he's talking about.
And it's not just the head coach. What about his assistants?
No, yeah. 2 of his assistants, Scott Brickman and Marty Sutherland, were with him at Northern Iowa. So they are familiar with Coach Heller. They're familiar with how he coaches. They're familiar with the system he plays. And they've really been integral in kind of helping, everyone kind of gel and get together and evolve into the new system that they play today.
All right. Thanks, Ryan. Be sure to check out those stories every day the rest of the week in the Daily Iowan. The paper isn't the only place to get your baseball fix. Tune in tomorrow for a feature on infielder Jake Yasinich. But for now, it's back to you guys at the desk.